Hello, everyone. This is Justin with Verbling. Welcome to the movie critics class that I am doing today. It's going to be kind of a fun, relaxing conversation that will hopefully you will learn some new vocabulary, and it's great listening practice as well. Um, the idea of this class is to first discuss movies as a warm up. And then we're going to have a quick little conversation, and then we're going to start watching some movie trailers, and we will discuss the videos and maybe discuss if we like them, why we like them. We'll go over any new vocabulary, and it's a good time. I've done this class before, and it worked out really well. So I hope a few people can join me today, and we'll get started. Like to welcome Rodrigo. How's it going? Can you hear me okay, Rodrigo?
Yes. No. Okay.
All right. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, it's I'm in the mood to watch a movie. So, do you like to watch movies?
A lot.
Yeah, do you watch a lot of movies in English?
Yes, I really like.
Yeah, it's an excellent way to practice your listening. I know a lot of people they actually learn the language this way. You fall in love with movies and you definitely it helps your listening, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Rodrigo, what are some of your favorite genres? Let's talk about some genres here of movies.
Mm, well, I like action, uh, comedy,
Hmm.
uh, that's the word. Fiction, scientific fiction. I don't know how
Yep,
to say
very close. Science
that, right?
fiction. Yep, science fiction.
Yes, science fiction. Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
I'm kind of. I actually have the same taste. I really like
Okay.
action, comedy, science fiction. If it's a good story, maybe I'll watch some drama.
Yeah, I like drama too.
Yeah, because drama sometimes they have better, more complex stories than a comedy film or action film for sure. You know.
Yeah.
So that's one good thing about drama for sure. How often do you watch movies, Rodrigo?
Well, it depends of how it's going in the university. If I'm very busy, I don't watch very much. But if I have some time, little time free, I always watch a film, movie.
All right, great. So you said it depends of your schedule. What do we need
Yes.
here? A different preposition. This is a common error for second non-native speakers. Depends of. We don't say depends of. We say depends. Different
Oh,
preposition.
depends on.
Exactly. Yeah. We never say depends of. It's always this is always the same combination. Depends on. Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. So Um, let's go over a couple more vocabulary. Let's see what other kind of genres we have here. So it looks like you said a few of them: sci-fi or sci-fi for short, science fiction, horror, action. We got different types of comedies: romantic comedy, adventure, drama, musical. A lot of different types. Are you familiar with all these?
Yes. Actually, I like all of this. It depends on the film.
Yeah, there's good.
That's yes, horror. I like it a lot too.
You actually like horror a lot? That's probably my least favorite.
Yes.
I'm not a big horror. Unless it's a good story, I don't know, horror just It seems like there's never that good of a story with horror,
Yeah, but
in my opinion.
there is some films that worth to watch it.
Yeah, they're worth watching.
Yes.
What is your favorite horror movie? Do you have one?
Mm, Saw.
Okay, actually, I don't know if I've ever seen that, but yeah, there's like what is Saw 6 now? There's 6 of those movies. I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of them. Actually, I'm really big into animation. It's kind of a children's style, but if they actually have some very good stories with animation. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
They gear them more towards adults these days, so I don't feel so bad for watching cartoons still, you know?
I love to watch cartoon as well. Either. Uh,
Yeah, I'm not,
uh,
like the Disney maybe, but the Pixar films are pretty good sometimes.
uh,
Hmm.
but I love to watch the Japanese cartoon
Really?
anime. Yeah.
I have trouble understanding those. I have never got into those. Do you know what that means to get into something?
No.
Get into it. It's like to become interested in.
Okay.
It's another way of saying to become interested in.
Okay.
And I've never really gotten into the animation, but yeah, depends. All right, I'm gonna give you some random vocab here that I tend to use when I'm describing movies. I want to make sure you understand them all. Okay, and you can try to use this while we're talking. If you don't know anything, try to use it. But are you familiar with all these phrases here? A nail biter.
No. No,
A
bye.
nail biter. It's pretty much another way of saying it's very suspenseful. Yeah, when you're watching a horror movie or some kind of thing that keeps you on your toes. You know what that means? It keeps you on your feet, on the end of your
Yes.
chair. That's what I meant. On the end of your chair. Sometimes people bite their nails when they get nervous, and so we call it a nail biter.
Okay.
What other context do you think we would use this? A nail biter. We use it in
Mm,
movies. What other context would we describe this as a nail biter? Anything?
I don't know.
A close sporting event. Yeah. We sometimes say, "Oh man, that was a nail biter," because it's so suspenseful. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
If I can ever get the O here, what the heck? That's supposed to be sporting. I don't know what's going on here. I can't spell it. There. That's really weird. All right, that's sporting. So there we go. Cheesy and corny. Have you ever heard of these?
I've never heard,
I
but
love these. These are some of the biggest adjectives I use for a film. If it's ridiculous, these are other synonyms. Over the top, too much. It's not really funny. Maybe they're trying, but it's not funny. Maybe
cliche.
cliche is another. But more cheesy and corny is more ridiculous. It's over the top. It's just wow. This is too much. Does that make
Mm,
sense?
yes.
Do you know any cheesy or corny movies that you've seen?
I'm sorry, my connection skipped. What did you say?
Do you know any cheesy or corny movies that you have seen before?
Well, there is a lot of this. Just I don't remember any right now.
Okay. Yes, unfortunately there's a bad connection, Rodrigo, but hopefully it gets better. Make sure you're on your lowest bandwidth, okay? Do you know
Uh,
how to adjust the bandwidth?
I'm sorry.
Do you know how to adjust the bandwidth to make connection?
Yes, yes, I did.
Yeah, you're on one. I'm on one bar as well, so we should be okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue with this vocab. So we have powerful is another way you can say a movie is powerful, fast moving, yeah, or slow. It's about the tempo. Action flick. What does flick mean? Have you heard this before?
No.
It's another way of saying a movie. We call them flicks. So this is a chick
Okay.
flick. What do you think that is? A chick flick.
Um, I don't know.
It's a movie that more women would like than men, usually.
Okay.
We call them chick flicks. It's geared towards a women audience, yeah? All right. And then sometimes I just say, oh, it's a good flick. It's a good movie. So that's an American term we use for movie. Not sure about actually in British English, but I know American English we use it for movie. A couple other terms here, low budget and big budget. Have you ever heard of these before? A low budget film?
No, I've never heard it, but I have some idea what it means.
Yeah, it's right here, cheap. A low budget is cheap, they didn't invest a lot. A big budget is they invested a lot of money. Do you have any examples of a big budget film?
Avatar.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought of when I heard of when I think of big budget. Yep, Avatar's big budget. They spent a lot of money on the special effects. And then this is probably one of my main things. I don't like a predictable movie. I don't know about you, but predictable movies are
Yeah.
never that interesting. Oh, we still got a few more. Violent, thought-provoking. This is good. It makes you think. It makes you think deeply about it. It's very thought-provoking. All right.
Okay.
Charming, hilarious, and independent film. Any questions about this list?
No, I just have one question, not about the list, but uh, there is any difference between film and movie?
No, not really. Mainly the difference is the main difference I would say is just kind of the way film is a little more formal, movie is a little more informal.
Okay.
All right. Um, film is a little more artistic usually. If that makes sense.
Yes.
And a movie is just a general term. So if it's a film festival, usually they're more artistic. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I shared this with you so you could have this for your own reference. Okay. So I just sent
Okay.
you the link if you want to look at this list again. And like I said, if when we're gonna watch some trailers, and when you're watching it, think of what do you think about? Maybe you can use some of this vocabulary about just think about what your opinion is about the movie. And this is a really good way to kind of say your opinion. It's cheesy, it's ridiculous. Okay. All right. So, are you familiar with the YouTube application right here?
Yes.
All right. That's what we're going to be using, okay?
Okay.
Good. All right. Whoops, I got my picture here. Where is this here? Give me 1 second. All right. So here's a few conversation questions we're going to be thinking of, okay, when we're watching the trailer. All right. So any new vocabulary? I'll write any new vocabulary in here. What kind of genre is it? Who's in it? If there's any famous stars that you recognize. Where does it take place? Are you familiar with this question?
Yes. Why?
The
What
setting.
happened?
Mm-hmm. The location. All right. What is it about? So the plot. Do you think you would like it? Yes or no? Why? All right. And then yeah, besides that, just if you like the music, the acting, the plot. Why do you like it? Why wouldn't you like it? Okay.
Okay.
So after each trailer, we're gonna have a nice little conversation. We'll watch as many as we have time for. It does take a little time to move back from the YouTube application, but let's get started. Do you have any more questions before we watch the first one?
No.
All right, great. All right, sounds good. So let's move on to this. Give me 1 second to move some stuff around. Good. All right. Let me get my first link here. So I'm kind of curious if you've watched any of these movies. Have you ever seen the movie Rush?
Yes. I
You
do.
have. Okay.
Yes.
How about the movie uh, Equalizer?
No.
No? All right.
No.
Let's see if you like this one. All right, so I'll meet you in the YouTube application. Good. Rodrigo, is it working for you?
Yes.
You can hear it? You can hear it? Yes?
Yes.
All right. All right, we're going to start over and then we'll watch it and then we'll meet back in the document and we'll discuss it. All right, guys, if you can hear me, we're going to go back to the shared document. So to exit the YouTube video, you just click on the X, okay? And remove this app, it says.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, AKA, welcome. How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. I'm glad you made it. Sorry you missed the first video, but we'll get you involved more in the second one, okay?
Okay.
All right. Did you get a chance to watch any of it? Probably the end, maybe?
I just watched the end of this trailer.
Okay, so maybe you don't know much about it, but we'll just have a quick conversation and we're gonna move to the next video. So if you want to just sit tight and I'll let you know when we get to the next video. If you want to have any comments, please add. But Rodrigo, I'm gonna start with you. Any new vocabulary? I kind of wrote a couple things down here. Guilty as charged. Have you ever heard of this?
No, that's one of the words I were gonna ask you. Why
Yeah,
was
guilty as charged. AKA, do you have any idea what this means?
Guilty as charged. Maybe guilty have to be punished or something.
Yeah, it's kind of an expression we use, like you caught me, you're right, it's obvious. I admit it. It's another way of saying it. Guilty as charged. I admit it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Or I did it. It's another way of saying it. Guilty as charged. I did it. I'm guilty. And a knight in shining armor. Have you guys ever heard of that?
nope?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, maybe iron shiny armor.
Yeah. What do you think a knight in shining armor means? Well, he said there's like a tail. It's kind of just saying like a very majestic. I don't know. I'm gonna look this one up just to make sure. I make a clear knight in shining armor. It's meaning let me think. It's an idiom. Give me a second to give you guys a better definition than I can think of right now. Someone who helps you when you are in a difficult situation.
Mhm.
So he was helping his knight in shining armor, yep. And I spelt it wrong actually. Knight in shining armor. So, what kind of movie genre is it? What do you guys think?
Oh, action.
Exactly. It's total action, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, I want to welcome Heidi. Nice to see you.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Yep. All right. Heidi, we're going to finish up this conversation and we're going to do another video quick, okay?
Okay.
So, Rodrigo, what do you think? Who's starring in it? Do you know any of the actors?
Doesn't watch them.
Yeah. Do you like Denzel?
Yes, I like his movies.
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, pretty. I like him too, actually. Where does it take place? Do you have any idea?
No.
No? I don't know, some kind of city, right? I don't know exactly which city. So for Heidi and AKA, this question here is the setting, is the location.
Mhm.
I don't know why I said it's movie theater here, but the setting is pretty much the location. I'm going to delete this, it's confusing. We use it for books and movies. What's the plot about, Rodrigo? Can you give us a quick little summary?
Well, it's a guy who wants to kill the guy that stole his uh, his employee.
How do we say not employee, we say coworker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the coworker's ring. Yeah. Yeah, you got it right. And he gets into some kind of mob. Yeah. Gets involved. Gets into some mob trouble. Trouble with
Uh,
the mob.
what's the meaning of mob?
Do you know, Heidi or AK? What's the meaning of mob?
Kind of crowd.
You said criminal or what? I didn't hear
A
you.
crowd or group of people.
Ah, yeah. Okay. That's one way of
Oh,
saying it. A crowd, a crazy crowd. But mob in this case is short for mobster.
I see. Hamster.
And mobster is like a gangster.
Oh.
Oops. But it's more of it's more tagged with like I think there's like different mobs with. They say they have the Italian mob is probably the most famous. It's like a group or clan of tight criminals. All right. In the past, the history, they used to be very powerful. I don't know some famous
Okay.
mobsters. All right.
Okay.
All right. Last question for Rodrigo. We're gonna move on to the next. Do you think you would like this, Rodrigo, and why? If not, if yes, if not, why?
Yes, I think I would like it because of uh, the Denzel Washington is the one the star of the film, and there's a lot of action. And I think I would like it.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those old-fashioned. One guy kicks ass. And then it's impressive. Yeah, it's definitely they're fun to watch. All right, well we're gonna go to the next one so we can get everyone involved. So Heidi and AKA, are you guys familiar with the YouTube application?
Yes.
All right, that's what we're going to be using. Okay. I have a couple options. I want to know if anybody's seen the movie 42. Has anybody seen the movie 42?
Nope.
No.
Heidi, no.
No.
All right, we're gonna watch that. Okay, so we're gonna watch this trailer. So everyone, if you want to make it over to the YouTube, we're gonna move to the YouTube application. All right, can everyone hear? Everyone on
Yes.
the video?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
AK, yep. Rodrigo? All right, we're going to finish this, and then we're going to do the same questions for this video. But So everyone, just like before, we want to exit the YouTube application and we're going to go back to my document here. I wrote some notes. Okay. I'm 42. All right, so AKA,
Yes.
is there any new vocabulary that you saw? I
Okay.
wrote a nice list here for you.
Duck.
Duck. Yes. Does anybody know what duck means? Not the animal.
Yeah, duck. Kind of. Donald Duck.
No? Rodrigo or Heidi?
It's like when it's something going after you, you just go down.
Yes, very good. Yeah, you go down. Duck is a action. Action to move down.
Mhm.
Usually trying to avoid something. You duck. You avoid from collision.
Mm.
Okay? Duck. I'm trying to make this a little bigger.
Mm.
All right, yeah. So it's an action. Pitcher, everyone, are you familiar with baseball? The thrower. All right, that's what a pitcher is. So what are you going to, he said, what are you going to do when the pitcher throws the ball at your head? I'm going to duck. I'm going to avoid the collision. All right?
Mhm.
How about this? Does anybody know this? Heidi, have you ever heard mark my words?
Take care
Or
of my word. Concentrate to my word. No, I'm not sure.
sorry, cutting out a little. It's hard to understand, but it's actually something that you are certain that will happen in the future. Okay, mark my words. It's going to happen. All right. All right, good. Rodrigo, back to you. Ashamed. Are you familiar with ashamed?
Yes, I know it, but I don't know how to explain it.
Say that again.
I know it, but I don't know how to explain it.
Ashamed. You should feel ashamed. You should feel sorry for yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should feel sorry or you should feel like bad for your actions, maybe. Not for yourself, for your actions. I really like this one. I'm gonna, AKA, what do you think? Something at stake here.
Probably something at risk. Risk.
Yes, at risk. Yep, pretty much stake is another way of saying risk. We use the word high stakes in gambling when we play poker. High stakes, there's a big risk.
Mhm.
Very good. And I like this one. You got the guts? Heidi, do you know what got the guts means? They said it a couple times at the end. No?
Kind of strong will or something.
Yeah.
Teacher's voice is very choppy for how about the other student? Only my computer one.
Sorry, Heidi. Everything it's really choppy. The bad
Wake up.
connection right now.
Okay, can you hear teacher's voice clearly?
Now the choppy voice is choppy. Everyone's voice are choppy
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, everyone's voice is choppy
Yeah,
actually.
that's
Let me
right.
try this.
Everyone's voice is very choppy, so I refresh my computer sometimes, but still I can't hear clearly.
Yes. Can you hear me clearly, Rodrigo?
Not very well.
Ah, I don't know. I have a good connection, I think. I feel like I have a good connection. But I can't hear you guys very well either. Do here. Huh. The movie seems to work well, though. All right, so
What?
mm,
What? What? Uh, no, I don't know. What is going on? I don't know.
all right.
Uh-huh.
Is it just me, everyone, or is it clear between speaking between you?
Mm, I
Uh,
think so.
Not so clear. The voices are choppy now.
Yeah.
No,
For me,
I can.
everyone.
For for me, everyone's Shopee, you know.
Hmm. All right. Let's just you can enter document. So true story. What's a true story?
Mhm.
Documentary, sorry.
Yeah.
Not fiction, non-fiction.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. Sounds good. All right, what kind of movie genre? What kind of movie genre?
Yeah.
Sport, sport,
Sports?
sports
Mm-hmm.
movie.
And history, maybe.
Yeah, historical.
Historical.
Mm-hmm. I guess that could be maybe a movie genre. Yeah. Where does it take place? Do you know?
New York. Mm,
Yeah.
O- All-time America.
The Dodgers.
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 Dodgers, where? Dodgers. Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what is it about?
Mm, the, it,
S-
it was all the time, so the black people were discriminated.
Hmm.
But
Maybe first African American player in baseball, how his experience maybe related to the racism.
Exactly. Professional baseball. All right. First, AKA, do you think you would like it or no? Why?
Yes, I'd like to see this movie and I'd like to know what happened to him and kind of maybe he faces harsh discrimination and how does he survive or how did it happen to him? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm interested about that.
Okay. Hey guys.
And how uh, does did he solve that problem or his surrounding people the reaction?
Do you think the audio will improve if we reconnect, guys? This is unfortunate. Yeah? All right. So let's reconnect.
Okay.